time is your most expensive asset that you have, most important asset that we all have. So I was having a conversation with my girlfriend Holly this morning just about life, really. Just about life and just about where you're at, and sometimes how we always, as people, want to see the things that we don't have and see where we're not at and the things that we haven't achieved. Or I certainly do, and I think that's a trait in a lot of people. And sometimes you just have to like take a little look around and see where you're at, what you've got, where you've come from. And yeah, it's hard to do, but trying to do something like online with like football content on my football channel with my pages, and really being passionate about that and being into that my whole life, and leaving safety and security of that kind of 9 to 5 lifestyle, and really at a place where like day to day money and stuff like that is tight, and that comes with a lot of sacrifices as well. But I want to look back at the end of all this, when the Grim Reaper shows up, you know, and I want to be able to look back and say like every day I did what I wanted to do. I lived it my way, and I don't care about like millionaire status or big branding status or anything like that with everything I'm doing. Like, yeah, I want to take it all as far as I can, but I just want to be able to like wake up every day and just know that I chose to do things on my own terms. And there's times and places in life, and money makes the world go round. The kind of man-made concept and structure of all of that. And yeah, like I'm starting working at Aldi in February 2nd. I'm gonna do that for a couple of months, just for like a little bit of 2 months of secure money coming in. But I'm not doing that forever. Like I can't. Time is the most important thing that we have, and I learned that when my dad passed. Time is the most important thing that we have, and we all know that it's going to come to an end at some point, right? We do, but we live every day, and as you should, and you don't really think about death and that it all ends. But time is your most expensive asset that you have, most important asset that we all have, and don't just trade your time away consistently for things that you absolutely hate doing and working for people that are maybe dicks to you and aren't good to you and bad bosses, or just being in a place where you just feel like it's not you and you're depressed and you're kind of just faking it and you're struggling to get on with your day-to-day life. Like, that's no way to live. I think I'd rather be in the situation that I'm in right now, and like just taking little freelance jobs and little bits of bar work here and there while I try and grow and build something that one day I know for a fact will be something that I do every day that brings in income, that covers the bills and covers rent and covers social stuff and holidays and everything like that. I know it will do one day, and again, it doesn't need to be £1 million or anything like that. But I just can't look back at my life when it's all said and done and be like, I wish I did that. I'm not that person, and I've always been like that. And I think when you're in these moments that I'm in right now, where you feel like no door is opening, sometimes you need to take a little look around and say, actually, a door has just opened. And it might not be the big, massive door that you're wanting or expecting, but that's not how life works. I've got my first kind of freelance job helping someone in Canada, just quickly get a very, very quick, simple website up and going where they can get some bookings on there and people can book consultations, and it links to the Google Calendar. And then we've talked about maybe, me starting up some social media pages for him, posting content and stuff like that. And it's like, it's not me sitting down doing football podcasts and interviews and stuff like that. That's not the big door that I want to eventually open, but it's a door that will lead to the next one and the next one, and eventually one day I'll open it and I'll look around and I'll sit there and I'll go, we're here, we made it here. And I said that to my girlfriend Holly. We're gonna sit down at our dinner table one day, or sit down somewhere with a drink and be like, yeah, remember those days when it was a little tough and it was a little tight, but we didn't quit, and look where we are here now, and look at what we've done. I can't look back with regret, and I definitely can't do that since the passing of my dad. Time's too important, and as far as we all know, you get one crack at this, and that is absolutely it. And I'm not doing shit that I don't want to do, and working for people and companies and corporations that I don't want to do. And that's not an offense to anyone. I'm not trying to have a dig at anyone. I've got loads of friends that work in that setup that are happy, that have families, they're all right, they're doing good. But if you're not, just have a look around and understand the consequences if you make a big decision, and just try and be in the now and see those little doors that open. So if you come across this, I hope it helps you. If you're in a similar moment as me where you're in the middle of this thing and it's not quite bringing in the pool and the money that's ready for you yet, and you're having to deal with outside people, saying some things to you and thinking some things about you, and you're having to take the odd job here and there just to get money in, just to grow the business, or just be able to get by. Like, it's all good. Keep going, don't quit. All right, keep going and don't quit. Hope everyone has a good one. Peace.